Hey guys, I just wanted to do a quick video on the whole paint process because I know that it's new and it can be confusing, but it really isn't that confusing. It's just different, and especially with all the broadcasters, not all the broadcasters, but a lot of the broadcasters going to a model like this, probably a good idea to get familiar. Anyway, so how do you get your custom paint into our skin pack, right? Is what we're basically calling it. And so that's the most important thing, is how to get your paint into the skin pack so that it can appear on the broadcast. So the first thing that you need to do is on the Majors website, come here to pacificmajors.com and either go to the page directly, which is /paint shop, or under drivers and teams, the link paint shop. First thing you'll notice here, which we've had some folks struggle with, my fault, make sure you're logged into the website. So up in the top right hand corner of the website, you need to be logged in. That way we know who uploaded the paint. There could be cases where somebody uploads a paint for a different driver, which is okay. But if that driver says, no, that's not my paint, this is my paint, then we know which one to use. So again, just make sure you're logged in to the website, or this form won't work. You'll fill it out and you'll get an error. After that, you put your name in as normal, okay, and select your region, type in your sponsor. Right. If you have additional sponsors, you can enter them there. Commas are fine. The formatting is not important here. We just want to know what logos you're placing on your car, and then you're going to affirm that you have permission to run those sponsors. If if you're using sponsors that have blanket approval, anything that's in the iRacing Paint Shop, the Major Series logo, the iRacing logo, any of the broadcasters logos, things like that, you don't need to even indicate those things up here. They're automatically approved, so nothing to worry about that. Anyway, you just click the yes to you affirm that you have permission to run the logos, and then you click on proceed to paint upload, which will then take you to a page here where this will be different for each race. But for this race is the race that we have the most cars available, so I guess it's the best example, is where you're going to choose the car type. So whether it's prototype, any of the GTE cars or the GT3 cars, you choose the one you want. You're going to click the add file button, and then you're going to upload your paint. Now, it's important. It's not important. It's critical. your paint will not show up on the broadcast if it is not in this file format. Now, some of you are like, well, that's not how I saved my car file format. I named it something different before I uploaded it to Trading Paints, and that's fine. Trading Paints automatically converts the paint files that you submit to them into this format and places it back on your hard drive in your paints folder. So I'm going to show you just how to navigate to that, because that's honestly the easiest way to get the paint in here. So I'm going to upload my Audi paint. Okay, so you click on the button and you navigate, and in my case, and in most cases, the paints folder is going to be in your My Documents. Pardon my mess. And then you're going to find the iRacing folder in your My Documents. Double click on that. You're going to find a paint folder inside of that, and then again, depending on, you may have suits and helmets and all that, which you can see up there for me. But if you scroll down or up, depending on how you have it sorted, you'll see all of the different cars. So in this case, I'm going to upload an Audi GT3 car. So you find that folder, okay, and then you find your car files. So this is all the car files you have. Now, typically these are added to you when people who use Trading Paints. This is updated automatically. You don't see it; it's in the background. But this is how you end up seeing the paints on your when you're racing, is because Trading Paints puts them into your paints folders. So you look for you have to need to know your member ID. In my case, it's 29806. So there's my car, okay? And so I don't need to do anything. I didn't need to save it on my computer. It's already there. And I click open, okay? And I hit, you can see there it shows up, car 29886.tj. It needs to be in that exact format. And then I hit send. It's going to upload it. And that's it. It's done. As the week comes to a close, we will make the paint pack folder available to everybody, in which case, or all of the folders, so each of the 6 cars. So you'll end up dropping the entire folder into these folders that I just showed you. Okay, so I'll give you instructions on how to do that. But that's it. Once you've done that, you've uploaded the paint schemes, and that's great. In the reality is, you don't even need to use the skin pack yourself, because if you're using Trading Paints as normal, you'll see all the cars on screen as normal, assuming they did the same thing. The paint pack is important because the broadcasters aren't going to use Trading Paints, because we want to make sure that we have everybody is affirming that they have permission to use the logos that they're using. And also, to be honest, by using a skin pack like this, it makes it more bulletproof in terms of the skins that we see on the screen will actually be what you're running, instead of having those situations where Trading Paints didn't refresh or whatever, those situations that we always know come up. But anyway, that's how you upload a paint to the Majors website. Really simple. Like I said, for those who want to use the skin pack, we'll send out a link to it on Friday, and you'll be able to add it to your paints folder. But again, if you're using Trading Paints, you probably won't even need to. And again, you're welcome to use Trading Paints during the race. What you see and what the broadcasters see doesn't have to be the same necessarily, although I expect them to be close. So that's it. Same thing applies to your helmets or your suits, right? So helmets and suits aren't based on car. That's why you saw all those crazy file names in my thing. But I'll do one just for fun. Although I think I deleted mine. But we'll just do add file. Okay. And again, now it takes me back to the last folder I was in. Go back to paint, and you'll see all these helmets and suits. And I would look for 29806, which I don't have on here. So if I did, I would click on that and click open, and then upload it. It's that easy. You don't need to do any file name changes. They're already on your machine. Most likely, assuming you have added them to Trading Paints. So that's it. That's all. Hopefully that was simple. Thanks.